Ladies and gentlemen, it's my distinct pleasure to welcome you to another edition of Lights Out, episode whatever. It's over 100, so that's all that really matters. And we are back, baby. We are back. And I don't know if we're better than ever because Cosmos isn't here because he said he has something to do, even though I don't know what he could
It's the best we've ever been.
There you go. Okay, we've never been better. We got a lot of good things to discuss today, okay? We are coming off a very exciting Riptide, a S+ tier tournament, which my boy top aided there. We got a Nintendo Direct that's been announced, an hour-long one on Friday for Nintendo Switch 2 games and reveals. Who knows what we're going to get? Maybe it is time for a new Smash. And of course, this episode is presented by one of our favorite sponsors, which you guys will get to know a little bit later. But without further ado, Light in his bonnet, how are you doing today?
I just woke up, but you know what? That jolt, when you realize that you're late for something?
Yes.
You know what I'm talking about? That jolt got me wide awake. I'm not going to lie, because I saw your text and I saw the time and I was like, oh, fuck. And then I just came straight up. And I don't look as tired as I thought I do. I do look like I just woke up. The bonnet is on because I just detangled my hair last night and couldn't get it, any more tangled. And I got a barber's appointment at 3:00. So.
Okay, right on. Well, I guess it's a good thing you did indeed wake up because, we all know, what I'm saying? You got to keep it fresh to death, my boy.
Yeah, I also don't want to be late for my barber because then it's going to be like, hey, I need you to do this for me. He got to look at me like,
Yeah,
I know I can't have that.
I remember that look, folks. I remember that look. Well, I'm glad you're able to make it. We have definitely missed you for sure. But I did. Well, honestly, we haven't done the podcast in like 2.5, 3 weeks. But regardless of the fact, we don't have to do it every single week. Sometimes, chat, because that's just not what the nature of the business dictates right now. Okay, but we have some good news to discuss. What do you want to discuss first?
We could just talk about Riptide as a whole. Let's
do it. Let's jump into Riptide. Let me put on. Hold on. I'm a little rusty at this. Hold on. I make a note for my editor because he's actually an idiot. Or he calls.
Is it okay if we talk about why you wear Riptide?
Oh, of course.
I don't know if that's okay. Cool.
No, it's fine. Hold on. Let me just bring up I was at Riptide. I'll just say it real quick. I was at Riptide covering Splatoon for Nintendo. And let me tell you something, guys. If there's any Splatooners out there watching, make sure you follow my Twitch chat, okay? Or Kick. Because I'm going to be playing Splatoon a lot along with 2XKO because Splatoon is a crisp game. That community is lit as fuck. Or lit as hell, I'm sorry. Or lit as heck. Gotta be taper the language down, you know what I'm saying? That community is super lit. I loved everybody I met, interacted with, interviewed, and talked to. It was just dope. So, Splatoon community, if this ever reaches you, shouts to you guys. I hope to be involved more. But now for the unwashed. Let's talk about those Smash results. All right.
Now for the unwashed, it's crazy.
Obviously, this tournament was dominated by Japan. In fact, if you're paying attention, you probably realize that this top three was the exact same top three as Supernova, Miya, Doramigi, and her.
Hold up. Oh, come on. Give America a little credit. There was 4 Americans and 4 Japanese players in top 8. That's pretty nice.
Yeah, and 3 of you placed under 3 of the Japanese players. That's great.
Because that damn Sonix stopped me. Yeah, you're right.
You're right. So Japan takes all top 3 spots. Congratulations to Miya. Definitely front runner, in my opinion, for number 1 rank right now. And then you had Syrup had a great performance, beating Akola in the Steve Ditto. First time Akola's lost to Steve Ditto, and it was a reverse 3-0. Got to give him props. Zomba always just finds a way in there. Wrath continuing his reign of terror after being disrespected on the Lumi rank. Light making his presence felt by not having to go up against -1 and 2 matchups all the time, or 3 matchups.
Hey, I actually fought. I actually played like 2 -1 matchups.
Okay.
I don't want to hear it.
Fair enough.
But no -2. No Luigi. We're good.
No Luigi. That's all we want to hear. But that Luigi actually was in 9th place because it's Raru, who lost to Hurt, Anacola, Shuton, Louis Money, Shining Mark, all round up your 9th place, and then so on and so forth. Peanut, I know you didn't get top 8, but I still heard you were getting busy at the event. Anyway, Light, talk to me. How do you feel about the tournament as a whole?
Well, first off, it was a really good weekend. You were there originally for your Nintendo gig, which was very convenient because I don't think if it would have been the same if you weren't there, buddy.
My man.
It was a good time. I had fun with doubles. I teamed with Ouch for the first time ever. playing Fox Wolf, and we got second place. We almost won the tournament, unfortunately losing to Louis Money and Kurama, the only static team still left alive. So it makes a lot of sense when you really think about it. It was really fun playing against them. And yeah, I just had a good time playing doubles with Ouch. It was really fun to play with him because I just, seeing a good Wolf main and a good Fox main work together, I mean, you just gotta love that.
Yes,
right?
That was hype.
So yeah, it actually made for a very fun day one, So yeah, I really enjoyed that. I got to play poker every night with the boys. That was a really good time, Shout out to Script, George, Last, Teddy, all of them. They're all super dope, PK
really Chris, who I found out is a maniac.
Chris is hilarious, but he's also so stupid. But yeah, no, it's really fun playing poker with you guys. So yeah, no, it started off to be a really good weekend. Unfortunately, being a top level Smash player, my weekend is completely dictated by if I play good or not. Like if I place well or not.
True. So,
I'm like Friday. I'm like, damn, Friday is really good. Really hope Sunday don't fuck this up. But I mean, Saturday came and, I was just, I met a personal trainer. I think his name was James. I met him in MuteAce's room when I stopped to go there before bracket started. And
what were they training?
Huh?
Yeah, go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I didn't want to walk into that. No, I'm kidding. No, so I actually talked to him and I was telling him about my hand problems because apparently he helps with MuteAce's hand problems. Me and MuteAce have talked about our hand problems together a lot in the past. And MuteAce's hand problems are way worse than mine because his affect like his everyday life. Yeah. Mine mainly affect like when I play the game. So, and just like really rare things in my everyday life. So I talked to this guy and he was like kind of like helping me come to like some conclusions as to like why my hands could be hurting and or like why it feels like I can't move in like certain areas. So I was talking to him. It kind of made me feel better about it mentality wise when I tried doing some of the exercise he was doing there. So I already felt like I had a bit more confidence going into this weekend,
Awesome.
So playing bracket, had a few close calls. I had a close call with a Falco named Dice. He adapted very well, but I was able to close that one out. But other than that, before him, it was pretty easy all the way. And then my first like real like top player that I played this weekend was Paul, Beast Mode Paul. And for me, that's pretty convenient. I don't always get good brackets, but I ain't gonna lie, like Fox destroys like hero.
Yeah, he can't access his menu like efficiently, right? You just run him down.
Yeah. It's like a factor of like, I mean, I'm not going to read your menu like 90% of the time, but like, I'm not going to assume you can either, like if I'm like in your face, it's like, are you really that quick of a reader, bro? So I just rush him down and force him to not use menu a lot of the time, which is why sometimes you'll see me run into like some stuff I probably shouldn't get hit by. Cause it's like, I'm just trying to rush him down before he can even get menu out. And sometimes I think I have enough time to do that. And sometimes I don't. Hence when he slept me, he hit me with snooze and then up smashed me at 20% and I died because of crit, which was so inconvenient. But I happened to win that game. I feel like he had a lot of luck that set. And I also think that he played really well, which just goes to show that matchup is pretty bad. I gotta admit that, So it was fun playing him. Me and Paul are boys, but just have the match of favor on him. And then next was Doramigi, which was my last set of the day.
Oh man, and that was a heartbreaker.
That one was a heartbreaker, mainly because I literally SD'd twice in that set, which kind of sucks, Like I don't know what happened for me to just like. I know why I SD'd actually both times. I was trying to do the Firefox angles, and I honestly think I was just nervous, right? Because I hadn't missed them the entire tournament, and I hadn't missed it after that, after that match either. There are Firefox angles with Smash that you can do that basically are like macros. So like it will do the angle for you if you're in a certain position. And I tried doing the macro both times I SD'd, and I literally just completely whiffed the C stick. Like I was like, you need to use the C stick and analog stick to do it. And I think I was just nervous because I just completely missed the C stick, and like I don't even remember the exact situations where I SD'd, but I do know that like, just SDing is a very big like momentum canceller.
Oh, of course.
It's just not the best thing to do. So yeah, it really sucked that happened. I do really feel like I had a good idea of what to do versus Doramigi, which is why it still went game 5. And it went game 5 last stock. Unfortunately, when it did get to last stock, Doramigi played super clean, and I think he just outplayed me completely on the last stock. I just don't think it should have gotten to that point in the first place, which
That's
is
fair.
unfortunate.
Do you think that final KO he got on you was bullshit? Because I was watching that, and I was actually watching with some buddies from the Splatoon area, and I was kind of like, I don't know if that should have killed. I feel like that's just BS. Because like he like nared you with the megawatt, right?
I have to see.
I got it on right now.
You're playing it right now.
Yeah, like
I can tell you right now.
That KO right there.
Nope, I knew. I knew I was dead.
Okay.
I know that happens to Fox a lot, where
Gotcha.
like I didn't DI it properly, so it will look like you're just going to live, and then it feels like you get boosted again at the end. Like I shouldn't have lived that. That was really bad DI on my part. But yeah, no. So he played pretty well. Contrary to belief, I saw people tweeting about it. People are like, wow, Doramigi has to fight light. What rigged seeding? And I'm like, guys, it is a -1 matchup, first of all. God forbid, me who's gotten Luigi for the past like 4 months in Game & Watch, God forbid Doramigi gets a bad matchup.
Oh, no.
Occasionally. Yeah, and it's really not that bad. I mean, I don't know if you guys are noticing, but he's still killing me at like 15 if I mess up, Like, I don't know if Min has -2s. Is it really possible to have -2s when like you can just kill anybody at any percent? I don't really know.
I don't think Min has -2s. I think Min is insane, and people just try and like, I don't know.
Yeah, no. So it's definitely not a -2 matchup. It's a very doable matchup, And I mean, he played it well. It was good for him, So he did completely deserve that. A little bit of a bummer, but going on to game day 3, I actually saw a very strong route for me.
Yes.
So yeah, I know that I had to start off fighting Deathspade, which I mean, my experience versus Lima just makes it that I honestly don't know what a Bayonetta can surprise me with other than flat out outplaying me. But like, what's the Bayo gonna do? Camp me? I've like, I don't think that's gonna really surprise me given my history with Lima.
Right.
So fight Deathspade, I won that 3-1, and then
handily
going up next, I knew I had to fight MuteAce or Toon, and I honestly did not know who I wanted to fight because obviously it's just the part of the bracket where okay, things are hard now.
It's like, do I want the cheeser or do I want, no disrespect to Toon, but do I want the cheeser or do I want the fundamentally sound player?
Now you want to know what's really funny about that?
So
I said the exact same words.
Oh, really?
Before I fought them. Yes, I said the exact same words.
I know this guy.
Someone asked me, they're like, "Who do you want to fight?" And I was like, the thing about cheesers is like, if you figure out a cheeser, then they're done. But like, I don't know if I want to fight MuteAce because MuteAce is fundamentally sound, and there's no such thing as figuring out a fundamentally sound player for the most part. They just adapt, And I'm like, I don't know if I really want to go through that right now, And I just came off of 3-0ing. I mean, I 3-1 MuteAce a few months ago, but like as recent as Supernova, I just 3-0 Toon, So I was like, I think Toon might be the one I want to fight here, even though this is a bad matchup for me and it's a cheeser. So yeah, lo and behold, I fight Toon, and when I fight him, it's honestly, I was playing conveniently very well for that set. Like, I know that sounds like weird, but like, yeah, it was just, I played really well that set. It was just surprising because last time I fought Steve's, I played very bad, So, but like when I'm on a good day, I don't usually play bad versus Steve. So I played him, and I won 3-1. I should have won 3-0, but he clutched up game 3, and then I was able to, I forgot if I clutched game 4, but either way, I took it game 4. And he had like a little crash out at the end.
Yeah, what was that about? It was like he was like flailing his arms like You know what I mean? What's going on?
I wouldn't usually mention it, but I already know people are aware of it because it was all over Twitter. So basically, the moment I won, he basically said like, he's like, I don't know what to fucking do in this matchup. He's like, I don't know what to fucking do in this matchup. Like he was like, you always beat me. You beat every Steve I see you play against. Like this matchup feels impossible. And I'm just here like,
I guess he didn't watch Collision.
Like that was a bad day. I straight up said that shit to him because he came to me later on. He was like, I don't know, like my friends beat you, and I was like, you think I played like that versus your friends? I was like, but what's it called though? He was like, yeah, he said that shit. I'm just like, no way. You just said like this matchup's impossible. I'm like, we're playing Fox Steve, buddy. Like this is, and I actually have something that like calls back to this that I'm going to mention after, like at the end of the tournament run.
Okay.
So, yeah, he's just like really mad about it. He's like, he doesn't know what to do. Like he feels like the matchup's impossible. He doesn't know how to beat me. And I literally looked at him and I was like, I'll talk to you about this when you calm down. And then I just left. And then we talked about it when he calmed down later on. And he, like I don't mind him being mad about it. I mean, the wise the buzz taught me when I was 17 or 16 years old that raging just a lot of the time means you care. And I mean, he just cares, and he apologized, which he didn't even really have to do because I wasn't really like offended or anything by it. So I was happy to talk to him a bit about it afterwards. But before we get into that, so I beat Toon and I had to fight Louis Money. Now I was a bit worried about this one because. But
why? You've never. Now hold on. If my data serves me correctly, and it usually does, you've never lost to Louis Money. So why were you nervous? Because
I played friendlies with Louis Money in day 3 of Riptide or day 2 of Riptide.
Okay.
To warm each other up for bracket. It was 2 or 3, I forget. I think it was 2. And yeah, it had to be 2 because he wasn't a losers yet. So. We wouldn't have done that if we know we had to play each other. And I felt like the way he was playing was unfamiliar to me. And it was either unfamiliar to me or I just was like playing it bad. Mm-hmm. I don't know, right? So before we play, I call Mr. Nairobi Quezada. So I call Nairo because I'm like, wait a minute, I got the best resource right here, So I call Nairo. Nairo actually gives me some pristine advice that I didn't even think about, right? And I did not listen to him. Let's get that out of the way. I did not listen to the advice for like 3 games.
Genius.
So I'm fighting Louis, and I'm like, God damn, this is like hard. I'm like, he's adapted really well. Obviously, I'm not going to give up a set, but I've beaten Louis like in our entire lifespan of the game. So like, if Louis ever does beat me, I'm just like, okay, well. He got it. Like it happens, like he's been like really wanting this, but like, obviously I'm not going to let it happen. Right. But, yeah. So like he's beating me and I feel like I'm kind of getting lucky in the interactions I'm winning. I steal game 2 and I'm like, damn, I can't believe I won game 2. Like this is kind of rough right now. And I'm like, what the hell is like going on? And then I think about what Nairo said and I'm like, oh, I'm like, I see it now. Like, I see exactly what he's talking about. Like, I saw it like ending of game 3 or like beginning of game 4. I'm like, I see exactly what he's talking about. And I didn't think Louis would like do exactly this thing. And I'm like, oh, this is kind of crazy. Like, I know what to do now. So let me try it out. And I 2-stock him game 4.
Right.
And I remember thinking as I was winning game 4, if I win game 4, I win the set. Well, I thought that so immediately. Like, I was like, if I win game 4, I win the set. Like, I'm feeling good about this. And I won game 4, and then I won the set. I think game 5 should have been a bit harder because I just air dodged and F smash that he missed time. I still think I would have won with the knowledge I had because I proceeded to stock in that game as well. But the knowledge just helped out a lot, and I'm really happy that I was able to clutch up and win that from a 2-1 deficit.
I have a question for you. So, because this was a great set, and I'm always proud of Louis because Louis is such a genuinely great guy. For those who don't know, player. Yeah. But like specifically, like, do you only like ask advice of people who are like character specialists? Like, would you like go to any of your friends who like maybe they're like, sure, they're good with this character, or they were the best with this character, but would you ever be like, oh, what do you think about like the Roy matchups, like stuff like that? Is it just specific to characters, or how's that work for you?
to be honest, it's not really specific to characters. It's just about how I'm feeling. I'm very like forgetful because there's 86 matchups in this game, you know? So like, and I've also just been like not top 8ing things. So I think I just want to do everything I could to make sure I top 8ed.
Gotcha.
You know, so I put in all I didn't want to like lose to Louis and then be like, I told you I was already nervous about Louis before because of how our friendlies were going. So like,
and he beat you in doubles. Whatever that's worth.
I don't care about that. Palutena's broken in doubles. Palutena is ridiculous in doubles.
She's
Character's god. Yeah, but yeah, no. So I was a little nervous going into it with a lot of like prior reasons to be nervous. So I just really wanted to make sure that wasn't a true combo, that up smash at the end. I just want to make sure that I did everything I could, and if I lost, I could at least say like I tried my hardest there. You know, I still would have been pissed, but at least had like some kind of clarity. But yeah, no, I'm really happy I won that. Obviously, I only had one match in top 8, so there's not really much to talk about there. I will say I'm a little bummed out because I definitely choked. You know,
you choked game 4 100%.
Yeah, I choked game 4 100%, and I should have won game 5 as well. Yeah, I should have won game 5 as well. Honestly, yeah, I had 2 chokings like there, and I know exactly why I choked. Honestly, I learned something important about Wrath this set. And the reason I think I learned it now is because Wrath has never beaten me. So I never actually taken the time to look back at Wrath beating me. Like, I never actually taken the time to look back at Wrath's habits. That's where I choked. Yeah. I don't know why side B there.
That side B was so bad.
Yeah, you know, I think that was like my only side B the entire set, by the way. Which, honestly, the side B gave me a lot of information. Like about Wrath as a player. It gave me something very important to know. And a lot of other things gave me something very important to know. So I actually am feeling really confident against Wrath in the future, you know, because now that I've actually lost to him, I've taken time to think about him.
Yeah, because of that, like up until that point, it was like a 7-0 victory. I was feeling good because I was like, okay, his next 2 matches or sets are people he's never lost to. So I'm like, that's gotta be a W.
Yeah, but
even with the loss to Wrath, I've noticed something. That pop-off is crazy, by the way. That pop-off is crazy, by the way.
Pull safely F smashes the ledge at fucking...
Look at this. Look at this. Hold on. Look at this. Look. Wrath, you are not the father. Told that bitch I ain't hit.
This man look like he's stepping on somebody.
Stepping on these hoes.
Yeah, well, what's it called? Yeah, no, I learned something important, so I'm happy. It's a little unfortunate because I really did want my run back with Doramigi, and I didn't watch it, but I heard Raph got cleaned by Doramigi. So that's unfortunate. I really feel like I would have done better in that position, but I mean, he beat me, so he earned it. But yeah, no, it's not what I wanted, but it is a step back to where I want to be, you know? And definitely made my confidence go up a lot more. It's hard to remember because I've really had such bad luck with brackets lately, right?
You have.
And I'm still really fucking good at this game. I just really have had like I've run into Miya and Raru like every event, you know? And Miya's not bad. He only stopped me at one event because like I can beat Miya, but it's really hard to beat Raru it's really hard to beat Raru unless I go into the tournament preemptively ready for him, you know? But this is the best I felt like I played in a while. So it's funny because I actually I money matched Raru after I money matched him after the tournament was over because I think he was money matching people, and I 3-0'd him, which felt really good, you know, not brackets of money match, but like it felt really good. And I know he actually really tried because I saw the Japanese group chat and it was really funny because he was really sad that he lost.
Oh, dag, really?
Yeah. Because I think he just takes pride in the matchup, you know. But like I really like money matching all like the Japanese players, you know. So like afterwards, I played with Asimo, and Asimo beat me 3-2. And you know what happened? I played with Akola, and Akola beat me 3-1, and then he beat me 3-2, and then he says, I really feel bad for Fox in this matchup because this matchup feels like there's literally nothing that he can do. And my reaction was, you should tell Toon that. Because apparently there's nothing you can fucking do, you know?
It's just 2 sides of the same coin. Very interesting how different people see the matchup when they're good at it versus not.
But I love being able to see the Japanese group chat, though, because like they're all such kind people, you know, when they play.
Yes. They're like wonderful.
Like Yeah, talk like having translators like Naru or whoever else is around at the time. I always forget the guy's name. He's really cool.
Watch.
He like chills with Sid. No, not Watch. I love Watch too, but the dude, he's like probably my height. He's black hair. He doesn't live in Japan. I think he lives in like Seattle.
Is it Naru's husband?
I don't know if I didn't even put that together if they are. Either way, he's really cool. Watch is really cool. Naru's cool. Sid's cool. They're all really cool. So like helping us translate and communicate with the Japanese players, it's just really cool. And when Naru showed me the group chat and like showed me like the funny interactions they had, it was it's so relatable, you know, when you actually like see like what they talk about. It's like, oh yeah, they're just like us. They're really funny.
Isn't it so nice to see a chat that's just comedy and not toxicity? Good job, Japan.
I mean, honestly, it's just Twitter that's the problem.
Well,
we gotta wait till I get like streaming fame. Okay, don't even say anything about this. I'm just making a joke here. We gotta wait till I get streaming famous because I need my Twitter clout, and then we need to like bomb Twitter.
I'm down.
We need to get rid of Twitter.
I'm down. We want it gone, soldier. We want it gone. Wow, it's kind of crazy you actually said that, and then this episode comes out tomorrow. That's a little bad timing.
Why?
Look at tomorrow's date.
I'm really hoping it's leading to a sponsor ad read with this one.
Yeah, let's see if we can. Hey guys, if you're not like Light and you failed to make top 8, you're probably a little depressed. Well, luckily for you, I've got the perfect remedy, because guess what? This show is sponsored by our friends over at BetterHelp. Yes, sir. That's right. If you need the help, well, don't get no better than BetterHelp. Okay. Listen, we've all done it before. Turning to the barista, the hairdresser, a random stranger in the bathroom for life advice. Oh my God, I just did it. As fun as they are to talk to about everyday topics, when you're looking for help about a relationship, anxiety, depression, or other clinical issues, they may not have all the right answers. Instead, get guidance from a therapist with credentials. Thanks to BetterHelp. Our goal is simple. We want to share with you the abilities to take on life's problem, okay? The group chat, oversharing with strangers, feel free to make it fun. You can discuss the differences between that and talking to your therapist, and then figure out if this is working for you. Spoiler alert, it's going to work for you, because guess what? It works for Big Phil, okay? That's just how it goes, okay? Me personally, you guys know I've gone through a lot of stuff, and thankfully I've had the wonderful guidance of therapists on BetterHelp to help with Big Phil. And with over 30,000 therapists, the flexibility is there anytime you need it at no extra cost. It's amazing the things they do for you and for me. So let me tell you right now, as the largest online therapy provider in the world, BetterHelp can provide access to mental health professionals with a diverse variety of expertise. You can find one with BetterHelp. And our listeners, you get 10% off your first month at BetterHelp.com/lightsout. That's BetterHelp, HELP.com/lightsout. It ain't over till it's over.
Phil, what's this I'm reading about something you have on your desktop?
That was pre-show, just warming up people, getting them to laugh. Don't worry about it. There's nothing.
But she was warming you up.
It's very inappropriate.
I don't know what we're talking about, but
I'm not sure either. Let's get back on topic here. Okay. I want to put a bow on Riptide by asking you one final thing. Could you give us your analysis and breakdown of why Grand Finals was such an ass whooping? Why does Doramigi have no chance against Miya ever? Game 3, he got 0 to deft. Light.
All right. So I'll be real with you. I didn't watch Game Finals.
Okay.
I'm not watching this bullshit. However, I do know that didn't Doramigi make a tweet like, "Who should I go versus Miya?" Like, I have jokingly. No idea. I heard he made a tweet like that, and I don't know. I've heard that he often gives up versus Miya. I think he's just kind of submitted that Miya understands this matchup and is really good versus him. So that's pretty depressing to hear if that's true, right?
And his body language is to death. Yeah, his body language is just abysmal when he fights Miya. It's crazy.
Yeah.
He's never beaten him. He's never beaten him.
Really?
Never. Remember at Supernova, I was talking about that because like this was Grand Finals too. And, you know, Doramigi tried, I think, Corrin at one point.
Yeah, I don't know. The 15-0 record. That is honestly insane. I really don't know. Like, I mean, that speaks to why the Grands was so like dominant. But I mean, I guess the win condition for Doramigi at this point is hoping someone takes out Miya before he gets there.
Right.
Because I feel like more people are accustomed to the Game & Watch matchup and have a chance of beating Miya than they do of beating Doramigi. Because let's be real, Doramigi is like one of a kind with his character, you know?
Ever since Proto and Pink Fresh retired, the Min practice has been dry.
Yeah, I feel like that's a really big advantage that he has, you know? But clearly that doesn't affect Miya at all, you know? That set looked really bad.
Yeah, it's always bad. So Miya back-to-back wins at S tiers. S plus tiers, actually. He might have even, well, no, I think P tier was Supernova, and then this was S plus tier. He might even won something between in Japan. I don't know why I can't remember.
Oh, my run back on Miya is so bad.
Like, Miya is clearly the front runner for first on the rankings right now.
Yeah, I think that makes sense as well. I mean,
I'm having a contest with me.
Yeah, the meta is so rough right now, and I feel like with Min destroying a lot of people, including Spargo, like he's just playing a good character for it.
Yeah. People kept saying Spargo save us. I'm like, I mean, it depends. It depends on Spargo's bracket. He running the door me. He gonna have some problems. I love Spargito. That's my dog, but
I want to run back with both of those players, bro.
There you go. Well, let me ask you a question, because before we dive into some other stuff, I'm going to put a bow on Riptide. I want to say I haven't been to a Riptide since the first one that happened coming out of COVID. And it was a great tournament. Shouts to the TO Aaron. I think Aaron is a great TO. I think he actually cares about like actual experience of players. He runs an efficient ship. I'm not going to hold doubles against him. Doubles are just a slow ass event. Everything else ran just so efficiently. No long ass breaks between melee and ultimate. Like it just efficient. This is what efficiency looked like. So kudos to him for running a great tournament. Kudos to the Splatoon community for being so welcoming and so chill. And
they were so
awesome.
nice when we went and visited them.
They were so great, man. Like seriously, Bugs, like Keo, everybody I met there. Like you guys are, if you ever see this, you guys are all amazing. I look forward to getting to know you better down the road. And yeah, just a great event overall. So yeah, go to Riptide next year. I know I'm going to actually send in a comms application and try and get out there because it was fun. But with that said, I know that tournament, you said it reinvigorated your confidence, you know what I'm saying? And so, all right, let's just get down to it. How long are you leaving the podcast for? Let's get down to it. Because people have been asking, like, I know you've been hitting at it, EE. There's going to be some big changes coming. So let's just tell the people, how long do you think your hiatus is going to be, my friend?
I really don't think it's going to be like, honestly, I was thinking about it. I don't know if it's even worth addressing because we just took like a 2 or 3 week break, right?
But you were talking like you wanted to take like a 2 or 3 month break.
Nah, honestly, I just need to. Okay, so I'm moving again.
Okay. Which sucks because this house is great from what I've seen. It looks nice.
Yeah, I'm moving. I'll give you more personal detail on it like later.
Yeah, that's fine.
We can talk about it. But I'm moving and I will be moved by like October 1st. So I really just want to be off the podcast until like I've settled into my new apartment. So probably just like a week after like I move. So so basically a little under a month.
Okay, so we'll see you again in like a month. Okay, that's not so bad. I had people thinking it was doom and gloom, man. I was like, I don't know what's gonna happen.
Nah, bro. I still want to do the podcast. I've had a lot of real life stuff that's been going on since like March of this year, and it's really like taking a toll on my life. And this is a major change that I need. And I've been trying to balance life out with Smash, and I feel like that's another reason that like my results have taken a dip. If I'm being completely honest, like. You know, it sucks running into Raru and like bad matchups and stuff like that, but I've shown that I can beat Raru in other bad matchups. I feel like if you've watched my play in the past couple months, I just clearly like haven't been there. With a combination of like trying to balance out Smash with like all of like the major problems that I've been having with my real life, and then the factor of my hand problems as well, I just haven't really been feeling Smash a lot lately, and I've just been like I've been pretty depressed like for a lot of like 2025, right? But I feel like I'm in these final stages that really came out of nowhere. Like this move became a thing like a month ago.
Oh wow.
You know, like this, yeah, like a lot of the stuff that's happening, I feel like I'm in the final stages to basically just get out of my depression. And I feel, and you know, it's funny because, you know, I'm in these final stages and then I top 8 Riptide, and, you know, that makes me feel good. It makes me feel like, you know, I felt like I popped off a few times. And when I popped off, I'm like, okay, well, I clearly still care. And I still really want to like, this is still my goal. This is still my dream. I really do want to stay focused on this. It's just been so hard to, because like, I'm just like halfway there and halfway at home, like trying to figure out my life. So I feel like now that we're like getting closer, I conveniently just got a good result while this is going on. Maybe it's because I've been feeling slightly better, but like, I just need this to end. I need to figure out this last little bit so I can just get my life back on track. 2025 has not been good to me. And I don't know. I'm excited for it, but I'm stressed. Like this entire month is the most stressful period. If I'm being real, I shouldn't even have gone to Riptide because I should have been home making sure that things that need to get done are done before I leave, because I have to have a set amount of things done before I leave. But it's just been a lot. So just hoping everything goes well. And then I take like a little week to myself once I get there and just like, you know, I'm gonna pull the Thanos, you know, I sit down and rest on a thankful apartment.
Okay. Well,
so like, yeah, no,
fair.
I've just, yeah. So once that's done, you know, I'm completely down to just get back to like the groove of things, you know?
Hell yeah. Respect. Well, no worries about that, my brother. There is something you might be able to look forward to, though. I know you just woke up before you started the podcast. Did you see the news? Did you see the announcement?
About what?
The Nintendo Direct, September 12th, 6 a.m. Tune in for roughly 60 minutes of information on upcoming Nintendo Switch 2 and Nintendo Switch games. Brother, it's happening.
I'll be real with you.
It's time.
I stopped waking up for directs like a long time ago. Honestly, if anything, Nintendo's added to my depression. Am I allowed to sue for that?
Oh,
I'm kidding.
Hold on a sec, Chief.
Don't get rid of me. I love you guys.
Let my check clear first. Let's give some predictions. What are we expecting?
Not Smash. I win.
Oh my god. Can I tell you why I think we're gonna have Smash Brothers?
Why? Why do you think? You think Sakurai saw last tournament and he's like, okay, enough's enough?
Sakurai is probably thinking to himself, okay, Kirby Air Riders is coming out, so I got a lot of buzz behind that, right? And he knows Smash isn't going to come out until probably probably next year anyway, right? Like fall of next year, so it's fine. So what I'm thinking is, since Sakurai's already back in the news twirling with the Air Riders, why not push another big project that you can be excited about? You can be, oh, I can't wait to get my hands on Smash so much. I'm going to play Air Riders just so I can taste, just so I can feel something, right? That's going to push sales up then. And then you have the fact it's on a prime time slot. We're not dealing with a Wednesday or Thursday. We have a Friday evening slot in Japan for an announcement like this. And it's the longest direct they've ever done that's not about a console release. It's just information. Okay, they're going to give us a lot. Those are 3 key points that I think are going to give us a lot of factors. And I'm calling it right now on Lights Out, episode whatever, Smash 6 gets announced.
Bro, I'll be real with you. No. But, I mean, if it did get announced, bro, just know I'll be like 30 years old fucking up these kids, because these kids really are relying on these bullshit characters to be in the next game. Like, these kids are so cooked.
They're gimmick merchants. Say it.
They're such gimmick merchants. Like, I'll be real. I know people like don't see it, but like, did you guys ever notice that like the players, like, I mean, you don't gotta like them. I mean, I'm just stating, I'm not talking about like what people have done or what anything like that. I'm just talking about strictly Smash. People like Ally, or people that were like Nairo, and people like whatever you think of them, Brawl players. There's a reason, even Salem, there's a reason Brawl players were good at every game. They were good at Brawl, they were good at Smash 4, and they were good at Ultimate. It's because they had a true understanding of Smash, and they were just fundamentally there, you know? And a lot of people are always like talking about like age and shit with the game, but we are the first generation to be gamers. We don't know how much age actually affects playing game. It's not like football or basketball where you get like whittled down, you know, or any like physical sport. This is just gaming, you know? Those players were fundamentally sound for their entire careers of playing, you know? And I've joined that group, bro. I've been good for 2 games. I'm pretty sure I'm going to be good at the 3rd one, you know? But like these freaking people playing like the Steves and the mid-mins, y'all are cooked. Sorry, I can't wait, but like, sorry, I guess, you know?
Sorry, I guess is crazy.
Honestly, maybe the min-mins and the Game Watchers, maybe they won't be cooked, but you know who will be? The Steves. And that's all we could really hope for. You know, I was thinking about all the toxic characters in this game, and, you know, I was like looking like at it. I'm like, you know, honestly, there's a lot of bullshit in this game, but if we really deleted Steve from the cast, there would be so many more openings for legitimate characters to fight the bullshit. You know, but unfortunately, we're in the Bayo era, which apparently people don't realize because they just didn't exist during that time period. But we are literally in textbook Bayo era, where it's like you have to legitimately ask yourselves who's going to get upset by the Steve this tournament. You know, like,
that is the question that must be posed from what I've noticed.
Like, yeah. So like we're in legit Bayo era, and I don't know if you noticed, other than Lima, all those Bayos are dead. Like they're gone, bro. And I mean, even Lima took like 4 years to like get results with Bayo and some buffs. Y'all are cooked, bro. I'm done.
You heard the man. Cooked, baby, cooked. Wait. F? People are saying F. Did the stream crash?
Nah, they probably just said F because I mentioned like gone players probably.
Well, it could be a big ass buffer too. It's Twitch. All right. Our last topic before we get out of here is going to be predictions, my friend. I don't know if you saw it. There's actually quite a couple of events happening.
Sorry to cut you off. Yeah, your stream cut off, I guess, for a second.
Okay. Well, I guess it's fine now because I'm looking at it on my side.
Yeah, it is fine. I'm looking too.
Predictions for Eugene Summers. It's a 1-day A-tier event that does seem to have a lot of talent. I'll just give you the top 8 seeds. We got Sonix at number 1. He's probably going to lose to DQ, if I had to guess. MKLEO C2, then Ouch, MuteAce, Kurama, Monty, Jazzo, and Louis Money. I don't know why Louis seed 8 there. I don't know about that. Maybe I could see it, actually. Actually, no. Wait. What? Kurama's ahead of Monty, Jazzo, and Louis?
Why?
Maybe to avoid conflicts?
Dude, that could make a lot of sense.
Yeah, but, it'd have to be, right? I love Kurama, but is this seeding for doubles? No. All right, whatever.
Sonix is going to win that tournament. I'm putting it out there.
Sonix is not. Hello, Leo is going to that tournament. GOAT.
Yeah. And I love, bro, isn't it crazy? Like, Leo really out here.
he's streaming right now, practicing.
Good for him, man. I'm happy that he stuck around because, you know, he really had enough success to just quit. But 100%. Like, I'm happy he didn't. I really fuck with Leo. That being said, if Sonix shows up, my money's on Sonix.
Okay, so Sonix actually shows up. We haven't seen Sonix in a tournament since he lost to Piranha Plant in like Puerto Rico or wherever.
DR.
Yeah, that one. We haven't seen him since, you know, he lost there. So it's been you know what I'm saying? Been a while. I'd love to see Leo versus Sonix again. You know, everything Leo's learned, practiced, honed his craft again. You know what I'm saying? Sonix playing a lot of Marvel Rivals. He's just feels like a perfect storm for my goat to strike back.
God, bro, I mean, I want Sonix to win the tournament. Honestly, I don't see Sonix a lot anymore, and I just want to see him do good. But I also would not be pressed if Leo won. Leo's GOAT, of course.
Yeah. Sonix too, he got to kind of keep in mind, like, hey, yo, I think Raph might be inching in on that best Sonic tape. You know, just throwing it out there.
There's no way.
No?
Like, Raph, don't get me wrong, Raph is getting better, right?
I mean, like, that's why I said not there yet, but like he's inching up a little bit. Raph accumulating some wins. He's active. That's a big thing.
Yeah,
once you're active.
Sonix gets second at every tournament he attends.
Yeah, but it's been a while. I'm just saying, people have a short memory.
You're not saying that he's better than Sonix. You're just saying.
No, I don't think he's better than Sonix. Results wise, I think he's creeping up on him.
Oh yeah, I mean, I don't think Sonix cares about that, honestly. It's just because like he knows like I can go get second whenever I want. Like
true. I mean, Sonix is my dog.
When he wins a major, bro, I'm scared he's gonna break the seal and just start fucking winning everything.
I wouldn't be surprised. But so you're EugeneBound pick to win this 1 day A tier. Shouts to them for getting that together, by the way. That's cool. 1 day A tier. Love that.
If I was aware of that a little earlier, I would have went.
Yeah. So you're calling Sonix, I'm calling Leo. But we shall see what happens. I mean, it's kind of, you never really know who's going to take with these things, but great episode for sure. I enjoyed myself. We got some good recaps in. We got some good predictions in, some good vibes in, and just more to look forward to. You weren't here earlier because you had overslept, but I actually told people the next Lights Out will be a Smash content centric episode. What does that mean? It means we'll go over some results from some interesting things, and then I'm thinking to bring in a couple content creators in the Smash space, and me and Cosmos are gonna interview, talk with them, powwow, something a little different. I think it'll be fun.
Sounds fun.
It does sound fun.
I'll see you next month.
We'll see. We will indeed see you next month. You know what? Before you go, just so we can revisit this when you do come back, your Ravens, what's their record going to be?
It was supposed to be 1-0. It was supposed to be 1-0. What is going on? We're looking like freaking what the fuck? I can't think of it. Remember, I just got back into football, so this is a little rough for me. We're looking like the Bengals last year, where what's their quarterback's name?
Joe Burrow.
Yeah, Joe Burrow, GOAT, by the way. Where Joe Burrow would just destroy every team, and then his defense would just choke every game. Like,
yeah, I would say the Ravens are looking like the Ravens. What do I mean by that?
Fuck you. I know exactly what you mean by that.
They find a way to do this every single year, and it's not going to change until they change coaches, by the way. It's time to get off of Harbaugh.
I'm not going to lie to you, bro. If they don't win this year, I just don't think Lamar Jackson is getting a Super Bowl. Like,
I mean, that's not necessarily true, but
bro, their team has gotten stronger every year.
Yeah. And yet the L's keep compounding. Isn't that crazy?
Oh my God.
Well, we'll check in on you in about a month or so and see how your Ravens are doing. If it makes you feel better, my Seahawks lost too, but my Rams won.
I mean, you can't have two teams.
Yes, you can. They're not in the same division.
I don't give a fuck.
Whatever, guys.
It's just
go ahead.
You're primarily Seahawks, though, right?
Yeah, of course.
All right, you can go on.
I'm not a Rams fan. I'm a Matthew Stafford fan because I thought Stafford has always been one of the best, and he's an OG QB, and now he's on a team that actually helps him. Just for the record, Rams fan, no, I've always been a Stafford fan. I think that guy is an amazing quarterback. But this is an amazing episode. Thank you guys so much for watching. We'll have some episodes still peppered in sporadically, some different topics and line of thought and stuff like that. But either way, you can always find us. We're not too hard. And you guys, thank you for supporting the show as long as you have. We'll see you on the next episode. And yeah, from Light, EE, and Cosmos, whatever barrio he's trapped in right now, adios.
I just sleeping. Bye.
Bye. All right, guys, another edition of the BARRACKS bonus segment. This time we're doing it a little bit different with my man, Quagmire Toilet Gaming 95.
45. Oh, man, so close.
We're getting there. But we're going to switch it up a little bit. He's going to put me in the hot seat right now and ask me a couple of questions, okay? So from the O-Tour perspective to that nigga's perspective, let's get it cracking. What you got for me?
Get it quagging. I like that.
Get it quagging. I like that, yes.
Yeah. So whenever I hit you up to do this, what was your initial thoughts? Just be honest with me. Did you think that you were getting scammed or something? Like, what happened?
Well, no, trust me, I get plenty of DMs that I just know are scams. I didn't think you were a scam because what I did was I clipped your profile and I kind of scrolled through like your replies and your tweets in general. That's how I kind of get a gauge. Like,
what'd you see on there? Because sometimes I'd be talking shit on Twitter. So
honestly, I don't really remember, but it was enough for me to hit accept on your DM and like reply like, okay, like let's talk about like coming in and doing some in-person content. So you did not strike me at all as a bot. and obviously I have good instincts because here we are.
Yeah, awesome. And so what were you first thinking though? Whenever I sent you the video and everything, like.
Oh well, that I was like, I hope at the end of this he's not going to flash his dick. That's legit. Well, maybe that was.
I got bad news for you.
That was in the rough draft. It wasn't in the final cut.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, I'm glad you said that. And I'm glad I know now.
Okay.
Because I was.
Was that on the table?
100. It was gonna be on the table.
Oh, okay.
In front of you.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Get some Lysol down here. All right.
Yeah.
Well, luckily it didn't happen, and that's how we ended up here, and not on the block list.
Yeah. Not on the block. I'm not trying to be on the global banned list.
You don't want to do that.
Slapping his meat on the table in front of famous pro esports commentator.
Hey, CA said famous pro esports commentator, not Smash commentator. I do more than just Smash here, Jims. Good job. Keep it up.
Thank you.
What's next?
You. So, so my next question for you was, have you or anyone close to you ever dated in the Smash community, and how did it turn out? What's the drama? Like, you don't have to say names. I'm sure you don't want to say names.
I definitely don't want to say names.
I'm curious. I gotta say.
I have dated within this community before. You know, one thing about me is I just love a big ass, and she had a very large posterior.
Oh, we're not talking about the girl who walked by the.
No. That the infamous clip there. No.
Did you ever talk to her?
No. I mean, she was a friend of mine. She was a friend of mine. Nothing romantic there, because she dated a buddy of mine too, and I'm not a weirdo. So,
fair
but the girl I did date, she was mad cool, and I think it just like kind of became a thing. Was just like. We just had like some toxic traits towards each other. Yeah. And we realized that we were just better off as friends, right? So being able to continue a friendship is something I personally value, you know what I'm saying? Like, so, you know, that's kind of where it went. But, you know, dating within the scene is not something I necessarily recommend, because the girl who I dated, you know, she obviously, like, you know, every woman has like their crazy moments, but usually there's a man kind of causing that. I will own up to that. Yeah. But to me, it's not worth the hassle, man. I've seen so many relationships in the community go left, and like a lot of these girls, they just like to hop on for some reason, just like to hop on and air shit out in like a twit longer, you know, like, oh, you know, me and so and so are no longer together. Here's why. Why do we need to know this? Why do we need to know like the details? It's not like I understand like if he's like an abusive person, that's a good thing to put out there so that we know, hey, we don't want this guy around, period. But this is like, oh, he cheated on me.
I feel like...
Bitch, so what?
I feel like even in
like, I'm sorry, but...
I love it whenever, like, the guy actually does do something wrong, like, say he was abusive, right? Yeah. And then in the twit longer, it's like, okay, good, she's putting it out there. They'll throw in all these little extra things. Like, by the way, this smelled. By the way, you know, and I'm like,
he never paid for dinner.
Throwing a couple of jabs in there.
I mean, I guess at that point I understand. It's because like he's already an asshole or whatever. Say what you got to say, but yeah, man, I've been asked that question before, and I tell people all the time, like within the scene, I just would not recommend dating, because it's not that there aren't great people out there, because there absolutely are. It's just the fallout sometimes I think is like you don't shit where you eat. And I think that's something it's just, in my opinion, just better to avoid. Though, on the other side, I've seen relationships blossom in the scene. You know what I mean? One of my best friends, you know, he proposed to his girl at a tournament. You know what I mean? They're still together right now. It's awesome. But not everybody's going to get that, you know, get that good dice roll. So I don't know. My opinion, just start swiping, bro. There's plenty of fish out there. Take a dive.
Yeah, I got plenty of fish downloaded on my phone right now.
Is that even a thing anymore?
I don't know. It doesn't really work.
And they call me Unc.